So you're thinking about moving to Merritt Island, Florida. Today I am testing out a new camera. It's Sunday, so I'm in a hoodie, so please excuse how my attire looks. But I wanted to take you on a drive with me and go over my story and how I decided to, or how I ended up here in Merritt Island and what I love about it. So come along with me. Okay, so first off, full disclosure, I am a real estate agent here in Florida. I used to be a real estate agent up in Rhode Island, a little over 3 years ago, actually. It was the winter in Rhode Island, and my husband and I had just bought our first investment property, and we were getting it ready. I just remember I was so excited about it and getting it ready for an investment property to rent out. I was so excited about it, but I was like still in a bad mood about life. And at one point, my husband was like, "What is going on with you? You're not yourself anymore." And I was like, "I grew up in the Northeast. I just can't stand the cold anymore. And I feel like we're stuck here and I can't do it anymore." So essentially, he was like, "Why don't we move somewhere warm?" And I was like, "Oh my gosh, yes. Like, I thought we were here for your job and like we were gonna be," it's hard to start over in real estate too. So that was also pretty scary. When he said that, it was just, oh my gosh, that will solve all my problems kind of feeling. So I was like, "Yes, please, what can we do?" He's like, "My company has offices all over the United States. Let's just see where there's an office that is warm." And I said, "Okay, yes, absolutely, let's do it." That night we did some research, and it came down to the warmest places were gonna be San Diego, Orlando, Jacksonville, or this area of Florida we had never heard of called Cocoa Beach. So I was like, this place in Cocoa Beach sounds really cool. It's like a small surf town, beach town, and that sounds perfect for us. We're coming from another small, kind of touristy beach town, but in Rhode Island, Newport, Rhode Island, and I feel like it would be a good fit. We love Newport, Rhode Island. The only thing that really we don't like is the winters. I was like, "Let's go for it." And then he hesitated and said, "Actually, I know they're not gonna pay me as much. You're gonna have to start over in real estate, which can take a bit." And it got brushed on, like it just got blown off. Like it just didn't happen. And then fast forward, so that happened in February of 2022. And fast forward to May of 2022, we got COVID. For the first time ever, we got COVID. And so my husband and I were homebound, couldn't work, couldn't go anywhere. And it was starting to warm up in Rhode Island. And he was like, "Hey, I just got that email from the company that there's that job still available over at Patrick's 3 Sports Base in Cocoa Beach," which is not in Cocoa Beach, but like we didn't know the difference at the time. So I was like, "You know what, Greg, like, why don't you just email HR?" Because his biggest fear was like, I have to apply and then my current people are gonna find out that I'm applying and then it's gonna be lower pay and it's just not gonna work. I was like, "Why don't you just email the HR person and ask them what the pay scale is on this job?" So he finally listened to me. He did it, and immediately they answered and gave the pay scale, and it was a little bit more than what he makes now, and it was going to be a little bit more simpler than what he's doing now, which he was very overwhelmed with his job at the time with wearing a lot of hats. So then he was like, "I'm gonna apply." So I want to say that happened on a Monday, and then on a Wednesday, the interview was already scheduled. They were looking for this person. My husband has a specialty that's hard to find. And he did the interview, they wanted to hire him on the spot. And then I was like, "Oh my gosh, like we have to go there. What if we don't like it?" So on that Wednesday, we booked flights, got a dog sitter, booked hotels, and we were on a flight that Friday morning to go stay at a hotel in Cocoa Beach and explore the area. We come in, and that night was like stressful because we're trying to get everything together. My dog had gotten out of the fence earlier before we got on the flight, so I like had thought we lost our dog, but we found her and it's fine. We arrive in Cocoa Beach at night, and I'm just like, "Oh, you know what? I don't know. I don't know if I like it here," because it was at night, and we went to a Waffle House because it was the only place open, and I had never been here before. So I was like, "I don't know if this is the place." The next morning I woke up refreshed and I looked outside and was like, "Oh my gosh, this place is so cool, really cool. The beach is gorgeous. Let's go look at houses." I'm a real estate agent, so I'm like, all right, first thing I want to do is see if I can find a house that I like. And we were going to rent first to make sure we like the area. Because I'm a real estate agent, I just couldn't stand the idea of paying someone else's mortgage and renting. I was like, let's just go look at houses for sale. So we went and we looked at houses for sale. And at that point, I was like, okay, fine, take the job. Like, this is gonna be cool, let's do it. And then, so we looked at a couple of houses, and ultimately I found this, like, one of the most affordable houses on the market at the time. We have a couple of investment properties at this point. We had just bought the investment, but we also have our primary that we're gonna keep and rent out. In Rhode Island, I was like, let's just get the lowest priced house that has nice stuff going on, new roof, new windows, and let's just try it out, let's buy it. So we got pre-approved that night, we put the offer in, we got the offer accepted, and that's the story. That's how we got here. A month later, we were driving all our belongings and our dog and have been here ever since. So let's get into Merritt Island now. So why did I choose Merritt Island? I loved Cocoa Beach. Merritt Island was gonna be a half-hour away from Patrick's Space Force Base, which wasn't a big deal to Greg, but I really loved that Merritt Island just felt like we had actually gone to Cocoa Village earlier that day when we were looking at houses, and I fell in love with Cocoa Village because I'm coming from a historic area, like similar a little bit. So I fell in love. I was like, I wanna live near Cocoa Village. So Merritt Island was only 10 minutes away. The house that we found was only 10 minutes away. So I was like, this is perfect. 30 minutes to Patrick, super easy drive for him. And I had found the brokerage that I had wanted to work for that was super close. So I was like, Merritt Island is just so pretty. I wanna live in Merritt Island. So that's how we ended up in Merritt Island. And yeah, so fast forward again, we're back, we absolutely love it. So it's summertime now, super hot, we could care less because we're just so happy to be here. I start my real estate career here, and then I'm like, okay, how am I gonna get business? Interest rates are up, it's lower. We had just come from 2021 where houses were flying off the shelf till now interest rates are up and houses are staying on the market. And now I have to meet all these new people, and it was a lot. What I love about Merritt Island. So right now I'm driving through Merritt Island and it's just so beautiful. You got palm trees everywhere. You're surrounded by water. The people are kind, they wave to you. That also you can find in Melbourne, you can find in Cocoa Beach. So it's not necessarily specific to Merritt Island, but what I love about Merritt Island is it's centrally located in the county for me to work in the county. It's 45 minutes to the airport, and you just have to take 528, which is called the beach line. It's a toll road, but I never have issues on that road, never got stuck on traffic, but getting to the airport has always been a breeze for me. I feel like it's just, I grew up in a small town. Newport was pretty small. Merritt Island feels small, even though it's actually pretty big because it's long. The part where we live is in the center, and it's easy. We went to TJ Maxx today. We went grocery shopping. We went to Target. It's easy for me to get around to showings throughout the county. And so I just love how centrally located it is. I love how close it is to Cocoa Village, which is like probably my favorite place in Brevard County. It's Cocoa Village, which isn't even on the ocean, it's on the river, but it's just historical. There's just really fun bars, restaurants, it's aesthetic, like it's pretty. Cocoa Village is just fun. It's if the girls wanna go out on a Friday night, nothing crazy. We have kids, we have to work tomorrow. I'm a real estate agent, let's be real. I gotta work on Saturdays and Sundays. It's just fun to just go out for a drink and get some Mexican food or Thai food or pizza. And it's just so close to Merritt Island. It's got restaurants that we love here. And then also we're only 10 minutes away from the beach. We just gotta take a really pretty scenic drive over a bridge to get to Cocoa Beach or Cape Canaveral. I always go to Cape Canaveral because you don't have to pay for parking. It's more chill there. There's not as many people. It's mostly just people that live at the condos over there. It's just beautiful. Right now I'm looking at the sunset as it sets over Sykes Creek in Merritt Island. It's a cool place to live. It is really cool, especially if you're gonna be employed over here. Greg chooses to drive 30 minutes. We could have bought a house over in Century, which would have been 15 minutes away from him, but we just absolutely loved it here. It was what we were used to, and it's been perfect ever since. We've, over the past 3 years, have looked at, because we did recently upgrade the house. Like I said, we got like this small starter home here because we weren't sure if we were gonna like it. And so last year we bought a pool home here, which we absolutely love. And then actually just the other day, we were looking at a house beachside, which would be really cool and back close to where he works. But then we're like, oh my gosh, we have our home here in Merritt Island and we love Merritt Island, and we have our tribe here. We have our dog sitter, our friends. It's just, Everything's so easy here. The change is scary, but we have considered just buying the beachside home and renting it out for now, because as our family grows, we're gonna need more space anyways. And I just see that area in this area just growing in value every year. So it's just something to consider, but I just can't get away from Merritt Island. I just really love it. And the schools, as a real estate agent, we're not supposed to comment on schools because it's subjective, it's against fair housing, but there's just a lot of options here for schooling, whether it's private, public, and the choice school, which is one of the top rated schools in Florida and the United States, actually, for that matter. I'm about to pass by the mall right now. It's like your desolate 1960s mall, I'm not gonna lie, but it's got what you need. If you need to go pick something up from JCPenney's or Macy's or Dillard's or just little small things, it's got everything you need right there. I think eventually they're gonna revitalize it. The brand new hospital is going in across the street from the mall. So I think this place has so much growth to be had, but also I love that it's already developed and was developed in the 1960s, that it has that charm where not everything is brand new and it's mature landscaping. I help a lot of clients in different areas. Like you'll see I have a lot of videos in Vieira, which is all new. It really depends on your preference. And if you want a new home and you're gonna be working at the Kennedy Space Center, there's brand new new construction over there as well. So you can get a 1960s home. We own 1970s homes here because we kept the house as a rental here and then we moved into the pool home. I love the 1970s, but I could go for a brand new home, absolutely too. I love all homes that have character and you can make your own. There's something for everyone here. If it doesn't work here, there's something for everyone in Brevard County, for sure. I feel like I've been rambling on this video. I try to be a lot more structured in my videos. If you've watched my videos before, I apologize if this one seems all over the place. I wanted to try out this new camera, just kind of like a vlog. And so if you're new here, my name is Rachel Langley. I'm a real estate agent here in the Space Coast at Merritt Island specifically. And I help people every day move here, just like I did a few years ago. It's a passion of mine. I just think it can be life-changing for some people. Some people it doesn't work out for sure. Some people don't like Florida, but if you're like me and you're just like, I can't wait to not be stuck inside for 4 months out of the year, for the kids to be playing outside all year round or enjoying every day of the year. It's life-changing, and I love helping people make the move for that. So if you are planning to move here, if you're thinking about it, make sure you reach out. My information is going to be on the screen right here, and I can't wait to hear from you because it's a passion of mine and I love helping people every day move to the Space Coast. So thank you so much for watching this. I hope it wasn't super scattered. Comment below if you like these videos. Comment below if you don't. I guess don't hurt my feelings, but I don't have to make these if you prefer a different style. And I look forward to seeing you on the next one. Thanks so much for watching. Take care.